Netflix
thinks he's going to scarf down some pepperoni pizza with a 13-year-old girl he just met online. But tonight, he apparently has a different kind of topping in mind.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I expected you to have dark hair. You look
don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like you look different, yeah, than I thought. What's that?
I have no idea.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this? I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Tell me who you are.
I'm Chris Hansen. And this is an investigation. So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this happened.
Well,
Netflix
believe it.
I know some people still maintain their Netflix subscription because they like Stranger Things, or maybe they like Black Mirror. Maybe they're a Trailer Park Boys fan, but just know that this is how Netflix spends your money. The amount of people that this show had to go through to get approved would probably shock you. All of them should have been fired. Should be fired. The show, I don't know how, as a parent, you let your daughter act in this. This is just a complete systemic failure of the highest order. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Netflix has a new movie called Cuties, which, in their words, which they changed after being exposed. First of all, TVMA. TVMA is reserved for, like, just, you know what I mean? It's for adults, adults. Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's tradition. She's 11! 11 years old. Netflix thought this was a great idea to fund and promote. And on top of that, they knew because afterwards they changed the description after the internet found it to say 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family's traditions when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance troupe. Free-spirited dance group. No, you called it, in your own words, a twerking dance crew. The film is rated TVMA. Even 4chan has launched a full-scale operation against this. They've started to infiltrate the Q&As. Netflix refuses to answer questions about the PED stuff. Ask them in the new DGen movie, Cuties. And this is what you get. Help.netflix.com. Do you enjoy spicifying children? Who signed off on this? We understand that not all stories may appeal to our viewers, which is why we always invest in a diverse range of content from all over the world. We also provide ratings, synopses, trailers, and controls. Do you support the P word? A simple yes or no will suffice. We cannot really comment on that. While we believe in creative freedom at Netflix, we respect all religions and their cultures, traditions, and values. Do your content teams review content before it's added? Netflix, Yes, they are reviewing it. That's the reason why we have parental controls and viewing restrictions. So your flagging content will do nothing. Is that what you're saying? Because there is a disturbing amount of new P content added. Netflix, it can do something. I'll let this concern reach our content team. This is very troubling. Then you see Abe Lincoln perfectly point out here, when will people start picking up on the pattern? This is at least the 4th Netflix project to come under criticism for this exact thing. Desire, Netflix controversy. Director Diego Kaplan defends his film against accusations of CP. Netflix show called Baby follows 2 teenage girls from Rome to find themselves drawn into the city's underworld and start living double lives. The show is based on real-life spice trafficking. Well, I don't know about that one. Big Mouth, harmful to children. Released in 2017, Netflix original series Big Mouth centers on middle school children entering puberty. The show is filled with harmful, spicy content involving kids and is flooded with inappropriate scenes of kids showing their junk. I mean, Netflix. Right. There's a huge backlash going on right now. If the content creator's artistic freedom is spicifying kids, how can you support that? No worries, we are working to remove that. We don't have any additional information here. I can help with your No. Do you know how many people approve this? And then somebody at Netflix, this is perhaps the most egregious part of it. When they went in and changed it. Again, Amy, 11, becomes fascinated with twerking dance crew, hoping to join them. She starts to explore femininity, defying her family's traditions. Then they try to say 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family's traditions when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance crew. That part of it, whoever made that change, knew! They knew! And the press is starting to pick it up, and we'll see. Netflix's Cuties slammed. More than 30,000 people have signed a petition. It's near 50 now. Asking Netflix to remove Cuties, a movie they claim takes things too far with kids. The film, which premiered, and by the way, got awards, just to give you the kind of people that are giving awards at the Sundance Film Festival. Just saying. The film, which premiered at this year's Sundance Film Festival, premieres on the streaming service September 9th. The trailer, which released earlier this week on YouTube, has an NC-17 rating. Now, here's the thing. There are calls to ban this. This is a difficult position to support because I want my creeps right out in the open. If you watch this show, if you review this show positively, this movie positively, I want to know who you are. I think by removing it, you just send these creeps underground. What I want is I want to read every positive review about this movie. And then I want to put that publisher or that reviewer's name on a list. And I want to make bets with myself about the next time I'll read about them. And maybe where they'll be heading. According to Metro, the original summary was much more salacious. Netflix told the outlet changes were made to ensure accuracy. Bull. Absolute bull. The main character, Amy, is a Senegalese Muslim girl who lives in a poor neighborhood in France. None of that matters. The French film, which goes by Mignons? Mignones? I don't know. I don't know French. Was written and directed by somebody who should be on a list, who is Senegalese. She won the Jury Award at Sundance for directing the movie. I'm sure that won't be the last time she faces some sort of thing involving a jury. Her inspiration for the film came from seeing the amateur talent show in Paris. There were these girls on stage dressed in really spicy fashion, in short, transparent clothes for the first time. They danced in a very suggestive manner. They also happened to be a number of African mothers in the audience. I was transfixed, watching a mixture of shock and admiration. I asked myself if these young girls understood what they were doing. So you made a movie about it. I mean, why not just make a movie about teen pregnancy? She spent a year interviewing kids in the area to find out why they wanted to act this way. Have you seen that music video WAP? Have you seen what qualifies as popular music, popular musicians, and celebrities these days? Petitioners say the film takes advantage of kids. The movie Cuties shows children dressed provocatively dancing and is rated only for adult viewers. Isn't that curious? Right out in the open, boys. Reads their post on change.org. It was created for the entertainment of adults who are gross. Please sign the petition to protect our children. Some Twitter users were equally enraged. Much of the anger was directed at a marketing poster for the film, which shows a young cast posed in cropped dance costumes. When you call the movie Cuties and promote it like this, that's spicifying 11-year-old kids. Shame on you, Netflix. I mean, here's the original poster, which, is a little more normal. And here's what Netflix chose. Somebody at Netflix chose this photo. I wonder why. Might have been the same person who edited this to just say a spicy dance crew. Sister Outrider says, it's so revealing that the first major Netflix original to center young black girls hinges on explicitly spicifying 11-year-old children. Whether it's acting or music, this kind of image is too often the price of mainstream success for everybody hates it. A lot of people are making this a left or a right issue. No. Everybody hates this. Everybody hated it. The left, the right, SJWs, conservatives, or people on the far right, everybody hated this. The amount of people that signed off to approve this, the process in which somebody was allowed to stealthily edit the title of this, everyone involved in making this film is a microcosm of what's wrong with the world today. It's absolutely disgusting. The fact that Netflix would fund this is disgusting. Everybody that signed off on it is disgusting. The person that rated it, TVMA, so that it would be for adults only, is disgusting. Everything about this is gross. I don't know how any other way to describe this as who's a target for this? Creeps? I'll be watching who positively reviews this movie. I promise you that. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. Cancel your Netflix.